Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Today we're flying high above the Oakland estuary. That's right, I showed up just in time to see the big tugboat show. There's nothing more exciting to see a big ship being turned around right before our eyes. So we got the drone up in the air before it started raining, and these tugboats have started turning this ship. So I did get the drone up right in time. Now you can see it is a dance of tugboats here. They have to pull and push all at the same time. The captain of that big ship is not doing anything. He's just sitting back and enjoying the ride, because the tugboats, well, they do all the work here. And as I spin the drone around, you will see that you got one pulling and one pushing. But that's not all. If you look on the other side of this ship, you will see there's another couple tugboats working over there as well. But it just amazes me, all the diesel power and all the energy that is pushing all that weight. Can you imagine if one of those is a diesel truck? Well, that's correct. Each one of those boxes is a diesel truck. So, and they're all loaded, I would imagine. I don't think those come here empty. So that is a lot of weight getting pushed and pulled. So not only does your engines need to be strong, your ropes or cables, whichever they use, but as I get to the other side of this big old cargo ship, you can see there's one pushing as hard as it can on the bottom of that ship. So they are spinning it right before your eyes. And look at all the might that little tugboat, I think I can. That's right. So these guys have done this before. These guys are old pros. There's actually probably a pilot. Well, I know there is. There's a pilot that gets into that ship before it even sails under the Golden Gate Bridge. So a lot of the times these ship captains, well, they don't drive into the bay. There's a pilot that does that. So yeah, there's that little ship is, or that tugboat's underneath the ship, really. If you look at it, it's like underneath it. It's just, but look at the power of that thing. And this bay is not very deep, so you can see all the mud and soot that these things stir up after one of these boats get turned around, especially with all that weight. I wonder if they're even dragging the bottom of the bay. I don't know. But there's a good example of all four of those tugboats. Two in the back. You got one on each corner pulling and one on each corner pushing. So just physics, basically push and pull. And they did it. There's not a lot of room in this estuary, so that ship has to be pretty much lined up in the middle before they start turning it, or they could run into some problems here. But they did it all right. They really did it. So there's the old zoom in that I've been trying to learn how to use. And of course, I'm looking at the rope. I was trying to zoom in on that rope and see if I could see it. And I did a little bit, but I don't know. So, yeah, that tugboat is really pulling. So I wonder if they take turns, if one's a designated puller and one's a designated pusher, or do they take turns pushing and pulling? I don't know. That's a good question. So there's the question of the day. Does some tugboats just pull and, or is some pull and push? I'm sure they all have their own jobs. Well, there's me zooming in on the crow's nest, as they say. Thought maybe somebody would be there, but no. But look at all the containers on these ships. I mean, there's got to be hundreds, I would imagine, maybe even thousands. So next time you get something from China, oh, I'll take that back. Look at me zoom in right there. I can zoom right in on the fire alarm, it looks like. So that's what I wanted to see. If it's painted red, it's got to do with fire or something, right? Well, look at me zoom in on the old Patricia, whatever her name was. I didn't read it fast enough. But yeah, you can see that the birds like when they stir up all this mess, because for some reason they get all excited, the seagulls do. But well, there you go, one cargo ship turned around. Pretty special, isn't it, to see that? Well, next time you see one of these trucks on the road, well, you know where the trailer came from. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these tugboat push and pull adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh yeah, this thing came from Mexico, so not China. Don't believe me. The honest liar. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.